You want it red?
Yeah, what's that about?
I'm hoping that it's just because it knows it's a trial run. Still doesn't look good.
What did I break today?
It probably wasn't you. Probably.
Probably wasn't me. Good news. We're live, and it probably wasn't me who made it go wonky today, which makes me happy. I hope.
It's looking a little bit better now. Hi, Carol.
Sandy's there. Welcome to Thursday Facebook and YouTube Live. We are streaming to both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I do know what's going on. Perfect. Eva and Patricia.
Oh, we're still losing some frame rate here.
I promise I didn't touch OBS today. Most likely wasn't my fault. Sorry if everything's weird. Apparently it's not streaming super smoothly today. Not sure why. Tyler's here to fix it for me.
Tyler's here at least watch it burn.
And I'm just gonna run the show. Welcome to Thursday. I hope everybody's having a lovely week. What else do you want out of the way there? You want the keyboard?
Yeah, I want the keyboard.
Okay. It's Thursday. If you guys were here yesterday, you would have heard that our new website is now live. Very excited about that. It's been about 2 weeks since we had a website, which feels like an absolute eternity on our end. And we still have a bunch of stuff to fix, but we couldn't fix it till it was live again. So new website is up. I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a tour of some of the changes we've made to that in a minute when Tyler tells me that I can have the mouse. But apparently the signal's not great to, I don't know.
Could just be a bad day.
It just could be a day where the internet doesn't want to internet. So, are there more comments down there? Are they scrolling still?
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so today, if a few of the people watching were in class with us today, we had the first class in our Brother Cottage Getaway series of classes with Leanna Kirky from Brother Canada. She joined us. She zoomed in to teach from Ontario. We had a few students here in the building. We had a bunch of students at home watching virtually and playing along. So today, the focus of our class today was Scan and Cut Canvas, and specifically the tools in Brother's free design program called Canvas Workspace. Students here in store all cut some heat transfer vinyl before they left and had it ironed on to their t-shirts. So super fun little kit still available if you want to sign up post class. We recorded today, and we're going to record all our classes all year because the number of times we have somebody say, well, I can't attend because I have a doctor's appointment. It's Tuesday and I have my Tuesday thing. Or you just missed the critical piece of information 15 minutes into class and you're confused the whole time. We're recording all of our classes. So it's lovely. I like having recorded classes. Then you can go rewatch at your own speed, take the extra notes you need, rewatch those funny little steps that you missed along the way over and over and over again. So that is a little bit of what I want to show you today. But I'm going to talk about one of the classes coming up right away tomorrow morning because it's fun. And I have the sample right in front of me. So this is some photo stitch that I did done on felt. This was digitized in Bernina V8 Designer Plus software. So it takes a photo of a beautiful flower, and how do you get it to stitch like a beautiful flower? Super fun. So we'll be talking about that in class tomorrow morning. If you don't have software, you could still sign up and watch the class and decide if Birding software is something you want to have in your arsenal. Or sign up for some of those Brother Cottage Getaway classes, and you can see what Brother software would do for you. Or sign up for both before you decide which kind of software you would like to add into the mix. So lots of classes coming up. I'm going to pop over to the website, which I'm really hoping happens when I press this button. But I can't see anything. Oh, there we are. We are on the website. So fantastic news. New website. Our web address has not changed. You can still find us at mysewingroom.ca. That hasn't changed. We moved essentially platforms from the old one we were running to a very new one with a whole bunch more fun tools and a whole bunch more options. So just right off the top here, I'm going to tell you guys, as of today, which is February 10th, the inventory as of this very moment is not syncing back to actual in-store inventory just yet. Until the website was live, we couldn't make the tool to talk with our in-store computer system and the web. So that functionality is coming very soon, but it's not there yet. So if you see something online and you're add it to your cart and we call you and say, unfortunately, it's not here, I do apologize. We'll get that sorted as quickly as we can. Website only went up yesterday, and it takes time to just build all these tools so they function the right way for consistency across everything all the time. There's some other changes we're going to make, kind of overall structure of where the data is. This is all being pulled from our in-house data, which our in-house program has a very different set of rules it has to follow. So this has all been sorted out. But some of the cool things on here, over the last little while, if you've been following along, we've kind of had the online store and our WordPress page, two separate identities. You had to click through one to get to the other. And people were struggling to find some things like our class calendar, some of our other services like pattern printing, and this is all much better integrated now. So right from this homepage, you can either go to the online store, you can go to services, which machine services, I haven't clicked on this page yet, is our entire service chart. There's options on there. Long arm quilting services. You can read up all the details if you want to bring your quilt to us to have it quilted. You can read the details in there. This other great service we have is instead of taping all your PDF patterns together, you can have us print it, have it rolled, have it delivered. We can pop it in an envelope and mail it off to you, whichever way you want. You get to select all those things when you submit the pattern. So this is much easier to find now. Also much easier to find classes and lessons. Our class calendar is current as of right now. We got everything that was scheduled in here prior to the website move, so this was easier. So this Cottage Getaway for 2 class, that's what we ran this morning. And we are working on making this a more functional place for you guys in the long run. But we knew we had a bunch of moves coming. We knew this move was coming, so it doesn't necessarily have all the information we need you to have, and that's okay. It will get there shortly. Bernina Photo Stitch, that's coming up soon. End of the month, February 25th, we've got 2 Kimberbell a la carte classes. That leather tissue holder and a really super cute tooth fairy pillow. And then we have our very first hand embroidery class called One Stitch at a Time. Barb is teaching this, and it's really just a hand embroidery stitch a week. Very manageable. You're making a sampler project. It's kind of like placemat sized when you're all done, but it could be a beautiful little wall hanging. That's running over 12 weeks, and you can join us here in store if you want to, get out and socialize. Based on current Alberta regulations, which just changed this week, we are still requiring you to show vaccine records when you come into our store. We are a private business. That is something we're allowed to do. And we do have some people in the store, staff-wise, with compromised immune systems and all those things. So we're not ready to relax that regulation for us. So you're still masking when you come into the store for a class. You can come into the store to shop. You still need to wear a mask, but we're not asking you to show vaccine records to shop. To come sit in class with us, yes, please. So one stitch at a time. You can join us in store for that or at home. Maybe you do half in store, half at home. It's 12 weeks. You decide. So that's kind of what's coming up right here in February. Coming into early March, we have what's called the Silhouette Prints wall hanging class. This is the second in the Brother Cottage Getaway series. It's focusing on starting digitizing with PE Design 11 and making a pattern for a little quilt using clip art and silhouette imagery. It's going to be super fun. And then, oh, I'd actually have to scroll to the next month. Lots of stuff coming in March. We have a 2-day Kimberbell event March 16th and 17th called No Place Like Home. There's still space available for that. Also, big exciting thing coming. We have Bernina educator Adrian Gallagher joining us for a serger sampler scarf. So if you have a serger in your arsenal that maybe you don't use as much as you'd like, or you only ever do a 4-thread overlock with it, you should join us for this class. The kit for this class is included in the cost of your class. Class is being recorded, but Adrian will be joining us again virtually. You can be here in store or at home for that. So those are some of the classes that are upcoming. And then the other thing I want to show you guys here, this is something brand new that we've done for the new website, is we've made a class catalog. So when we teach a class, we have our, sometimes there's notes, sometimes there is downloadable files that you'll need. Sometimes there's extra supply lists or an extra video of a technique that maybe we didn't film during the class, but that would be useful for you later on. Tyler's done some fantastic work here, and he's made easy access to find all the links for all the separate class pages. So something like, I'm going to go to this one because I'm a little partial to that Peppermint's Royal Dress class. So if you wanted to go back and rewatch a class that you took last year with us, the links for your class pages have changed since the old website. This will be your new pathway to get to your class page, but the password you previously had should still work. If it doesn't, please get in touch with webmaster@mysewingroom.ca and we can get that sorted out for you. So if you sign up for a class and you get into one of these class pages, anything that's previously run, once the video is processed, which takes us about a week after the class runs live, that recorded video will be there, all of those notes, any extras that the instructor felt you should have during class that maybe weren't directly in class, but maybe we already had a really great video on how that presser foot worked or that other tool worked. They'll all be within that class page, and any downloads you might need. So something like an embroidery class, your download files will be hiding in that class page as well. That's where you're going to find all your information. And now we have it in catalog format, which will be great. So there's so much stuff essentially on demand. Will take us still a couple days to get this out to you if you do register. And we don't have a way just yet of signing you up online for this. But we're working on finding a way to do that as well. So Bernina Community Studio class, that lovely pink flowers, that photo stitch that I showed you a little bit earlier for tomorrow's class. These Kimberbell a la carte classes, they get their whole own page because there's actually 12 classes in that series. So now it's much easier to get in and find all the different classes. That It's Your Birthday card we did yesterday. Coming up next month, we've got the In the Hoop Pocket Peepers class. That's going to be super fun. April, we've got a garden flag. So that much easier to find all of this information. Bear with us while we get more details out on these things so that you can click through and get the information you need prior to class. So bear with us. More info's coming. We just don't have it quite there for you yet. The other thing we've got is we have affiliate links with several of our favorite vendors. So what affiliate links are, if you've never used an affiliate link before, we are retailers for these companies, but we don't carry everything that they carry in their whole collection all the time. A lot of them are very prolific and put out a lot of stuff, and we don't order every single thing that they make, but that does through us and still support us. So you can shop directly on all of these websites. You just have to click on something like that, Kimberbell Designs, and it will take you over to the company's main website. But from our link, we get credited as the dealer. So it helps us support you. We also get points with some of these companies that allow us to do things like offer events. So something like if you're shopping for OESD embroidery online, click through this link to get there, credit us as your dealer, which allows us to bring more education your way or better promos later on in the year. There's lots of good stuff there. Same thing with Kimberbell. Candy Castle Patterns is a clothing company that does those peppermint swirl dresses and funfetti top. Some of my favorite kids' clothes patterns are there. Shelly Smola and Sweet Pea are also embroidery companies. So lots of options in there as well, where you can shop for downloadable product through us. It's great. Okay, we're getting there. Let's go back to the online store. A couple different options. If you just click our logo up in the top corner, you will get to the main homepage. There is this clicky banner here. We apologize, this banner is not working on mobile just yet. Again, website's only been up for about 24 hours. We're working on it. But if you want to send feedback, please do. We want it to be a great experience for you. And even if you're just looking up something before you come physically shop for it in the store, we want it to be an easy experience. So all of these categories have lots of things in them. Let's randomly decide embroidery supplies and accessories. You can get in here, embroidery design, bundles, not a super big category, that'll load pretty quick and give us some good options. What kind of bundles do we have? We have bundles, all sorts of bundles with good photos. It tells you how many are in stock, tells you if it's out of stock. Like I said, stock levels might not be super accurate today, but we're working on it. And you can click through and get more info. All the details about what might be in there are listed. Does it have friends that would play well with it? That will get better as we get some more data happening on here. But for now, easy enough to check. If you had shopped with us previously, I'm just gonna go move my lovely little face for a moment. If you had shopped with us prior to our website move, your user login should be still the same. Again, if it's not, please reach out. If you can't get back into your account info should still be there, exactly as it was before with your purchase history. We tried to migrate all that data so we didn't start back at a new order number. So you could still see what you ordered last time. If you always order Isacord color 325 and you want to continue to order Isacord 325 but you don't want to remember that, let the computer do that thinking for you. So that still should be the same. Address, info at my sewing room. We're in Calgary. If you need help, there's a contact us, and you can choose who you want to talk to. You can find a map to get to us. All those good things. Store hours are there. For the most part, if you want to add anything to your cart, if you want to buy something and you're not finding it online, order desk. Sewing machines, if you're looking to buy a machine and have machine-specific questions, that's sewing machines. Contact is your best bet. If you have a machine and it's not a happy sewing machine, service is your best bet. And if you're in a class and have class-specific questions, education. The education team is sometimes works remotely, so we're not always at the store if you want to actually get registered in a class. But if you had questions prior to signing up for a class and you want a little bit more clarification, we can help you out there. Mostly that's for it. You're already signed up for a class and having trouble in class. We are there to support all those classes that we offered over the last year and anything we're offering coming up. If you register for something we offered last year, don't hesitate to reach out and ask questions. We are here. We do know what we taught in that class, and we can help you out. Get over whatever that little hurdle in class that you're facing is. So, if you have more questions, there's more questions. There's stuff I haven't found on here yet. We also have all our social media, so at least you guys out online. I'm gonna move my face back up here again. You guys watching us on Facebook, thank you for joining us from Facebook. We have a Twitter account. I'll be honest, I am not a Twitter user. I vaguely understand Twitter, but not really. I don't understand pretty pictures on Twitter, and mostly from a sewing standpoint, I want pretty pictures. YouTube, we have our YouTube channel and our Instagram. So lots of different information, however you want to play along. We're happy to reach you on whatever platform you're playing on as well. So I didn't even show you any product other than that embroidery thing folder. Lots of options in here. If you wanted to see what we had for, I don't know, sewing machines, we could click the filters along the side of the page. And those are all multiple options. And we could go Bernina. Some of this will still need some tweaking. There's a lot of layers of folders here. Bernina feet and accessories. This will get you all sorts of accessories. Default sorting, I don't understand yet, I'll be honest. But you can sort by price. You can sort up, high or low. There's some things that maybe aren't in the right category yet. We're working on that. It will come with time. But until we had things up here, we really didn't know how it was going to work. So be patient. We'll have all these categories making more sense as quickly as we can. But you could say I only have a budget of this much money. And we could sort the other direction. So we could sort this direction and see which fun tools are available in store. Like I said, not everything's in quite the right category on the web yet. We're getting there. Be patient with us. We'll make it better as quickly as we can. But now that we know what it looks like online, we know how to fix it. So it makes sense for everybody. That is roughly what's going on. I'm just going to pop back over and look at questions. Currently, there is not a way to see how many rewards have accumulated, but I will put that out to the web team that maybe you guys would like to be able to see that online. I don't know how that's going to work, but excellent question. If we could make that work, we'll work towards that. Oh, yes. We can filter by keyword and color. So I'm a pretty big fan of Tula Pink. She has funky fabric, all sorts of funky tools. Her name is very super distinct. We're going to have to turn off some of these other filters I have turned on. If you've got too many filters turned on, you get almost no information. We'll get out of sewing machines. Get out of feet. We'll go back to the beginning of the store page. get out of wherever the little weird hole I found myself in. Tula Pink. We have machines with Tula Pink designs on them. We have tweezers. We have fabric. It's lovely. And this will only get better the more time we have to fix the new website now that it's up and here. Searching our stash. I think that's great. I'm pretty happy it says that, not just like loading. I always feel like I'm rummaging around in my stash at home when I'm looking, so I think it's pretty appropriate as well. Yeah. Oh, another question up there. Back to the large format printer. JPEG is just fine for submission on those. I think we can probably make both work. Ooh, can we increase the number of results per page? I don't know yet. But if that's a feature you would like, I'll put it to the web team. We're very brand new. It's like a baby gazelle learning to walk again. That might be something that we can change. I don't know. If you have feedback like that and a feature you would like to see, let us know. I don't know what's possible. I am really good at shopping online. I don't understand how the back end of anything works. So the back end is not my department. But if there's features you would absolutely love in a website that you're going to shop at because you need fabric or sewing machine parts, any of that, do email feedback to webmaster at my sewing room, or do the feedback submission on the website. And as we get this sorted and working the way we think it should be working, we do want to make sure it's working for everybody who's actually using it. So take the time to send us that feedback. We do appreciate it. And anything that's feasible, we will work towards making happen. So that's new website is up. It's up. It's not perfect, and we know that. So please, yeah, send feedback. We're looking to make it better and better. We have lots of ideas, so it's just going to take time to implement them. And as they get implemented, I'll probably pop on and show you the new bells and whistles as we get them fired up, so you don't stumble across them by accident. Because I would rather know that the fancy new tool that I want is there. I would like to know that, and then we can let you guys know as well. So thank you for joining me today for a web tour, really. If you're in classes over the next little while, we will get your class pages up and moving more smoothly again now that we're back in business. So if you were in classes last year, something like Aunt Annie's that ran through the whole year, those class pages will be available again right away, or they're already there. One of the two. Try your old password in that clicky class catalog. You'll find the appropriate thing. Question. The lantern for the brother workshop, is that scan and cut? It is scan and cut. Oh, I have it here with me. Let me steal it out of the display. So coming up later on in the Brother Cottage Getaway series, this is sometime in the summer, is this lantern. So this is all cut on the scan and cut using sign vinyl. It was a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I have to make more because my kids were very sad that it came to work. So I have to go find more lanterns. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I have for you guys today. If you have questions, please reach out. We will answer them. If you're not finding something that you think we have, as soon as we get everything working, I will answer the last couple questions after class or after live. I can't find the words to answer that live, so I'll type out an answer to any questions that haven't been addressed yet. Yeah. So thank